Maybe you could take my picture.
Mm.
I need a picture.
He lives in Texas.
I know. I see my old pictures. I'm like, oh wow, I wasn't that.
I know, that's a really
I
good
was so
picture of me.
critical of myself, back then, and now I'm like, shit. I wish I looked like that again, And you
I
don't have
know.
appreciation, right? When you're in it, you don't really have
Yeah.
appreciation. So, all right, hold on a sec.
Unapologetic liberal talk. It's Tarabuster with Tara Devlin.
All right, everybody. And not just Tara Devlin tonight. We have Jody Hamilton, the amazing Jody Hamilton, star of the Sexy Liberal podcast. What is it? The whole media empire.
MSW Media, Sexy Liberal, Stephanie Show, Bob Seska.
Bob Seska.
My show.
The Politics Bar.
Mm-hmm.
You're you're a what do they call that? A Renaissance woman, right?
Oh. You're so sweet.
Writer, producer. I mean, that's a lot, right? And of course,
you're amazing.
Your mom is a legend. So, what is that like? Everybody asking about your mom your whole life, right?
Okay, so it's like living with the prom queen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you have ever been in high school and your sister is the prom queen, that's my mom. Right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yes.
So everybody can get that.
Right.
And by the way, my mom is so sweet, and she's the most adorable human on the planet, and I love her so much.
Yes, we all do.
Her birthday is coming up on the 26th of this month.
Oh, wow.
She'll be 93.
Wow. And she's amazing. And she has all her marbles.
She is.
That's all that matters.
All the marbles are there.
That's great. I hope she lives, as long. I hope she outlives at least, Traitor Trump. That's what I always get. We were talking about this. Whenever somebody, I'm not saying, your mom is going to be with us for a long time. I'm just saying I had a friend who passed away.
Right. I love your kid.
Yeah. That's Boudica. And,
I love that.
Yes, we have. We have emotional support animals running around in the background. So, but when my friend passed away, I was like, "Damn, he's gonna miss, the end of Trump, right?"
I know. It's like I don't want to pray for arteries, but I kind of do.
Right. I know. And it's
evil,
like,
right?
Let's go blood clot here, right?
I'm so mad. I'm so mad at me.
No. He brings out the worst.
Also thinking this. It's just the worst.
Yeah. No, this is the problem. This is another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Is that the national PTSD that we're all suffering from, and it really is a problem. But he has exacerbated this campaign of division that we've been enduring for a long time, going back, I believe, from Reagan to all the Republicans. They run on divisiveness. They run on tearing us apart, right?
Yep. I go with Reagan and then Newt. Reagan and Newt.
Right.
Those are the two.
Yeah.
And I met Mr. Reagan years ago. He was very nice because,
right.
Obviously. But he effed us up. I'm sorry. I could say fucked us up.
You could fucking curse all day here.
I mean, from the, what is it? The welfare queens?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And then Newt really fucked us up.
That's right.
I hate. What?
No, I thought you dropped out there for a second. That's why I was like, did I lose you?
No,
you're okay.
Because I'm still fucking things up. So this is it. Reagan, nice man. Met him once. Super nice guy.
Right.
Not going to say he was not nice. He was very nice. But he fucked this country up.
Oh, yeah.
And then Newt did it better. And then everybody else since then.
Right. Well, that's the truth. We could trace the demise of the American middle class right to Reagan's doorstep.
Yes.
And it was the consequence of the New Deal, and this is what I think. Tell me what you think. The New Deal lifted up the white working class and created a middle class it was the in the history of the world, the most upwardly mobile, economically vibrant working class.
My parents,
white working class. Yeah.
My parents benefited from that. Both of them they grew up poor.
Right.
And the New Deal helped them.
Mm-hmm. Lift into yeah. You're adorable. That's so funny. I know. And so into that white working class stability. See, my father was a garbage man, right? My mother was a nun, an ex-nun. And I've talked about this with John Fugelsang.
Absolutely, so John.
Where we have that in common. Our mothers were nuns. Well, my father wasn't a brother. Like
he has
father.
a sister and a brother for parents.
Yes, exactly. My father was a garbage man. My mother was a nun, and but what was I saying? So my father was able to raise a family, on a garbage man's salary, and
living.
Right. We had a house. They bought the house, bought a car every couple of years, went on vacation, lived a decent middle class life. But I always remember when Rush Limbaugh came on when I was younger. My father and I used to get into it because I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he constantly listened to that shit, and he, was a racist. I wouldn't say my house was like the N-word was flying around or anything like that, because it wasn't, and it wouldn't, that would be, you could say that, they weren't openly racist. It was like this casual racism that was just like feeding into their heads from this propaganda that he was listening to. Oh, it's the welfare queen, just like we're saying. That some people are taking advantage of the social safety net that came about as a part of the New Deal. And so my father and others like him started to believe that it was just hard work that made it possible for them to enjoy this middle class life. You know what I mean? And it wasn't policy, and anybody could just lift themselves up and have this American dream, so to speak. But that's not really true. It was because of government policy.
Yes,
and that Reagan started to destroy.
Reagan destroyed what FDR tried to do,
right?
And he was wealthy.
Yep.
He was super duper wealthy. And so I don't have a problem with wealthy people being presidents, by the way. I just need them to understand that they come from something wealthy and the rest of us don't.
Yes. And it's like sickness, though, too.
What
is it with these fucking billionaires now that are not, first of all, I believe billionaires shouldn't exist. They're a symptom of the sick system as well.
I'm with you on that.
And what they're such whiny bitches too. They're such victims. Right? Well, like, what are you complaining about all the time? They're always whining and bitching, right? It's like,
if I won the lottery tomorrow, the big one, and I had all that money, tax me, please.
Yes, exactly. Like, how much fucking money do you need? And that's the sickness in this country. Where and really it was the Republicans who redefined the American dream from you too can have a decent middle class life to you too can be a
never
billionaire.
Pay taxes,
right? Be a billionaire and ride everybody else to the bank.
Yeah.
And that's what they sell. That's
some fucking bullshit.
Right? Like Elon Musk is such a fucking dick. He's such an asshole. They're all assholes.
So much.
Aren't they horrible? I
know.
I had this tweet. I don't know when it was.
ישראל לא תשתוק מול מי שתוקף אותנו.
That's Netanyahu.
ספרד הכפישה את גיבורנו, את חיילי צה"ל.
I clicked a button.
They're all assholes, by the way.
Yes. But there was some Elon Musk tweet that I'm thinking of it. I should have grabbed it.
Okay.
Where he was he said he was at a restaurant with his son, and his son asked. Yeah, no, not X. It was another one of his sons who's a little
He
older.
has like 17,000 children.
What's his?
I'm one of 11 children. Trust me.
Oh, wow.
I'm the 10th of 11.
Amazing. That's great. Well, I always wish I had more brothers and sisters. I mean, I love my brother. I have a brother and a sister, but I always wonder what it would be like to be in a large family.
My two brothers I have 3 brothers and 7 sisters.
That's lovely.
And 2 of my older brothers and my sister Carrie and I were super close to, and my youngest older brother John and I are super close. So
that's great. That's wonderful.
My baby older sister, my little sister, because she's shorter than I am, but she's older. She's almost 80.
Oh wow! That's pretty weird, huh? When you're it's good.
I'm almost 60, so it's good.
Me too. I'm 50. I think we're the same age. I'm 58, so I was born in 67.
I'm 59, so we're close.
Yeah. I was born in 67, and that's
me
in
too.
December.
So you're a little.
Yeah.
Oh, December. So you're a year younger than I am.
Yeah, I was born in the end of 67.
He was born in the beginning of 67. So
yeah. That's why we say in the summer of love. I was born in the winter of the summer of love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was born in the winter of the summer of love. See,
when all the love went cold, right? All the love froze over.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Elon Musk said he was at a restaurant with I was just looking up his son's name is Saxon Musk, and he's like 16. They were all fucking assholes, except for his trans daughter who is.
We love her.
Him. Yeah, and he said that Saxon ordered they were at a sushi restaurant, and Saxon ordered a hamburger. Or a cheeseburger, it doesn't matter. And the waiter said, "I'm sorry, we don't serve that. It's a sushi restaurant." And he goes, "Well, all right, I'll have a cheeseburger." And Elon Musk was writing this like he really zinged it and winged it to that waiter. And really, the waiter was triggered and all that. Like, this is what he's writing. This is a grown-ass man writing that his son... He's teaching his son, like, high five, to be a dick to people. And the waiter wasn't, like, triggered or... The waiter's just like, we don't serve that here. And the son's like, okay, I'm the 16-year-old asshole. Annoying people. And the father writes about it like he's a fucking juvenile. This is the people who get millions of dollars of our tax money to blow up fucking rockets and treat us like shit and tear our country apart.
I'm so glad that my parents were not that people.
Right.
Because when I was raised, they were wealthy, mind you. Mm-hmm. They were doing well. Hit television shows and stuff.
Right, sure.
But they said to us, "Don't be a dick."
Right. It says everything about who you are, right?
Don't be a dick. Treat people like, "Hi, thank you very much for this." That's how we were taught. And Elon teaching that asshole makes him an asshole.
Well, and validating it and thinking it's funny.
I hate him so much.
He's the worst. And that's it's so concerning to me, because I wonder, I do believe, I say at the end of my show all the time that we will win, because we're on the right side of history.
We're going to win.
Dignity.
We are.
Yeah, we're on the right side of humanity.
We are.
But I wonder, because fascism never lasts. That's the other thing. It doesn't. Okay. It always ends badly. Traitor Trump is going to end badly. I hate to tell him. I can't wait, but I have to say, sometimes when I'm really in the middle of the night, in my nightmares, thinking about, like, he should already be in fucking jail, this guy. Like, what?
He's just been the feather in Forrest Gump.
Right. Yeah.
He's been that thing for years, and it pisses me off. But his karma is coming. It's coming.
To.
It's
I
coming.
hope so.
And I pray for it every day. I want, I cannot say what I'm going to think because it's just wrong.
Say
It's
it.
really wrong what I'm thinking.
You're right.
No,
It's not
I'm
wrong.
not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because
The
I
great
don't want
getting up
anybody
morning.
dead.
What's that? Sorry.
I don't want anybody dead.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I do though. I hate like some people. Come on, come on. It's going to be fucking Jubilee when that dirtbag.
Oh yeah,
steps
I
off
have the
yeah.
champagne chili.
Yeah, and
Don't we all?
We all deserve to celebrate that. And I don't want to hear anybody. Liberals, tolerant liberals. There they go. But we have been abused for the last 10 years and more. Since that dirtbag came down the escalator calling Mexicans rapists, we've been abused. And and honestly, and like we were saying, I believe we're suffering from we're all suffering from mental illness.
Absolutely.
PTSD. We're
Absolutely.
traumatized as a country and the world now too, because of this fucking piece of shit who is he's not a domestic terrorist, he's an international terrorist. He's a fucking terrorist.
He is. He's fucking the world up right now.
He is. He did you see that he posted, I'm just trying to find it, a video, I'm not going to play the video, of a woman being murdered. Being murdered. Did you it's just I
didn't watch it, but I knew he did it, and I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
And that's what I'm talking about. This is traumatic. It is abusive. It's fucking abuse.
Yes. He's an abuser to the country and the world.
Right. And how much longer are we going to take it? How much? Because at a certain point, it becomes about us.
Yes.
As a species, like we're going to allow this fucking baboon to continue to abuse us, to have control.
Baboons are nice. Baboons are nice.
I know. I call him he is a baboon. Baboon just fits.
They're nice.
Are they nice? No,
I mean, I met a guy with a macaw, and he was a very nice monkey.
Well, what kind of monkey is it? Well, monkeys can be dicks. Monkeys are.
They can, but most of them are not terrible if you're nice to them.
Yeah. But monkeys have wars and things like that.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Interesting. Yeah.
With that,
and they will fuck you up, monkeys. And
they will. They'll tear your face off.
They'll fucking tear your face off. Yeah, exactly.
They'll fucking tear your face off. Oh my God, we're so New York.
I know. Sometimes when you say shit like that, you sound very New York. They'll fucking tear your face off. These fucking monkeys.
Fucking tear your face off.
I know. It's that's what that poor woman who got killed by the monkeys, right?
I know. But you know what? She asked for it.
Wasn't she an animal helper or something? What was she doing?
She was still
no, because there was a woman that I didn't know her personally, because I do animal rescue and animal like a TNR and stuff. And that's why I have 4 cats and a guinea pig. And
little Bubba's.
I saw him.
The lady was just over here, and the boy is. We think they're 3 this week or next week.
Oh,
we don't.
Are they litter mates, siblings? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How'd you find them?
Oh, at the kitty rescue.
Oh, okay.
And the lady girl, she was so cute.
Aw, that's
She sat on my lap. Her name was Dill Daisy, and then the boy was Warren. Horrible name. We named him Vinny because my sister had a song called Daisy, and then my sister also had a song called Vinny. So we named him Vinny.
Lovely. Aw. Well, I saw one of them in the background. That was great.
The lady girl.
Yeah. But there was this lady that worked in animal rescue here in New York where I live, and she ended up getting killed by some dogs that were fighting, and she tried to break them up, and then they fucking turned on her and they killed her. And I said, oh shit, that is horrible. What a way to go. I was like, that'll happen to me, because
that'd be me too. I'd be like totally breaking up coyotes from somebody.
Right. I felt so bad when I heard, but it's like, that'll happen.
You did the right thing, unfortunately.
Yes, exactly. You do the right things, and I'll fucking get attacked by like a bunch of cats or something.
I'm so that person. We have raccoons that come in our yard.
Oh, I love raccoons. I love.
Oh, they're the sweetest little babies.
They're the best. Do you feed them hot dogs?
We feed them dog food.
Oh, they love that too. There's a guy on YouTube. I don't know what happened to him. I wonder if he's still around. He's Canadian, and he made a whole channel of feeding raccoons hot dogs, and it's fucking
I'm sure
adorable.
they love it. I'm sure they.
Oh, they love it. They come out of the. He's on deck, and he films them, and they all come out of the woods, and they.
As soon as our cats are again vaccinated,
right.
I will go out and just meet the raccoons.
Oh,
right now, it's
awesome.
like I just give them the dog food.
That's great. Where do they live?
They live in my trees.
Oh, they do. That's why I wonder where they go at night. They go in trees?
In the trees.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that about them.
They live up top.
Oh, okay. See, I should do my research because I've seen raccoons, doing TNR, and I see them around, and they're
adorable. They're
the best.
They're like two that go hi.
With their hands, they have gloves on their hands.
Oh my god! And then the girl cat goes, "I love you," and the boy cat goes, "I don't." It's adorable. I hate you, and the girl cat's
adorable.
Like, I love you.
That is so funny. Yeah, I love them so much. I can't.
They're adorable.
There was one. I can't even tell you. It's gonna make me cry. No, I came across a wounded raccoon once and spent fucking.
No, I actually hit one in my car.
Oh no! What happened?
I cried so much.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand.
Like, oh my god! I was like, I didn't mean it. I was like, so.
I can't.
upset.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah. I don't. You
and
didn't
mama,
mean it. It's not your
oh my
fault.
god! I didn't mean it. I just didn't. And she hid under my car, and I was like,
Oh. Do you have
so
animal here in New York? There's a place. Well, it's not for raccoons, unfortunately. There's a place called the Wild Bird Fund, where you could take wounded animals. It's great.
Oh,
it's like
we have one here in way far away, but we've taken squirrels and opossums because opossums are in America. Possums are other places.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Opossums are in America.
I see the opossums. All right, because we have opossums too. Then, yeah.
North America is opossums, but we've taken them to this California thing, and they're awesome.
Oh wow, that's great. See, and this might not seem related to politics and what we're talking about, but it really is. It is because we're, I always say, listen, we that's in the world too. A place like the Wild Bird Fund, a place like what you're talking about, where people care about creatures that have no voice, that nobody cares about. They're not writing poems. They're not writing letters to the editor. Nothing. People turn their heads when some people when they just walk away. They turn their heads, but others, say, I have to help this poor creature. And that, I think, is beautiful about humanity. That's why it's so frustrating to me because, don't you feel better when you're helping people and creatures, other creatures? Because that's the way Mother Nature made us. That's why we feel so sick being ruled by an unfit con man and who's bloodthirsty and sick. Their whole and all they care about is money. Just fucking, that is sick.
It is sick. I mean, if I had his money, I'm happy. Tax me 50%.
Right.
I don't fucking care. I have 50%.
Right.
Still.
Right. You have enough. You'll be fine. You can pick up the tab at lunch. You'll be good. You'll have shit left over. Exactly. Right.
I mean, a friend of mine went to school with Jeff Bezos.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
In high school, and he said he was a nerd. Doy. And he grew up middle class, so he never grew up poor. By the way,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did he say,
nor
is
did
that
I.
part of his story? Because they all make shit up. He
They
says
all make shit up.
he said
Yeah.
he was poor. It's like Elon
I don't
Musk.
know if he says that, but he's Elon says that. But
Yeah.
Elon was never.
No, he went to
Dory.
school in a Rolls Royce. His fucking
Hello.
father.
And
Yeah.
so Jeff Bezos went to a middle class school in Florida. And my friend went to school with it, high school with him, and he said he was a dork because
He still is. Yeah.
it still is. And he was nice, and he's become an asshole.
Yeah, this is a problem. That it seems, because what the fuck? Just because you have this is the thing, because you have a fucking
His
bookstore.
ex-wife is awesome.
Right, his ex-wife is a good person. She seems
Love
to
her.
be.
She is donating everything.
Right, which is good. And I have my opinion is it's great, like that, like you're saying that she's donating money, but we shouldn't have to live in a society.
I agree.
That, but we depend on somebody trickling on us. Oh, the goodness of our rich benefactors. That's
I'm with
not.
you on that.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be this. This
No.
thing is supposed to be the antidote to that. So, I commend her and I get it, but it's not her fault because the tax system is set up to make the rich richer. It just simply is.
And she's way better than her ex.
Right, no doubt, no doubt. And because now we're to the point, it's the sickness in the country is so malignant that the rich have now started actually pulling back on charitable donations because selfishness, it seems, in the Trump era is the only American value. How much can you get? The corruption is rampant. And you see it in their tax filings. They don't even have to pretend. They have no moral compass, these people. It's just make, more money. That's why I don't understand it. Yeah, little podcasters like us are standing up to this. And the big people that you would think have fuck you money are bending the knee for more money. For more money.
If I had that fuck you money, I would not do that.
Right, exactly.
Fuck you to Donald.
Right. And what is the meaning of life? And that's what I have been saying on the show for years, that we, in the country, we have to have there has to be a paradigm shift. The American zeitgeist, or whatever it is, we have to understand that an economy doesn't exist to make the rich richer. It should be that we can all have a piece of a fair share of the profits our labor makes possible. I don't get why these rich fuckers don't seem to understand that or want that. They want to be rich people in a poor country, and shame on them for that, really.
They want to be Dubai at this point.
Right. Yes, that's what it seems. Yeah, that's really true. You're right. So they can disappear behind the walls of their gated community.
Yep.
And
They want to be Dubai, and that's fucking Dubai sucks.
Right. It all sucks. And in fact, a friend of mine who married he's from I don't know where he's from actually. He's from the Middle East somewhere. But he married somebody from Pakistan, and I was saying some things that were ignorant in my own, because I was like, wait, you must have been scared or whatever. And he said, no, she's rich. She comes from a rich family. And he said when they go there, they go from compound to compound, and it's like Western society in these compounds. Like women aren't walking around in burqas or anything, and they do what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Exactly. But they have to pay for their own security services and things. But outside the gates of these communities, you're on your own out there. And then there's the laws apply. It's like laws for thee, not for me.
Yes.
And that's the kind of society.
That's what Donald wants.
Yeah, you're right. Because it will never touch them. Just like his sons, with this illegal and unconstitutional war. they don't even have the sliver of shame to
No.
be ashamed in any way that they're not at the recruiting station signing up for their father's war, right?
Oh my God. I mean, come on. Baron, where are you?
Uh-huh.
Hi.
In
Harry
right.
and William all did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prince Harry and Prince William.
That's right.
All.
That's right. That's right. Because there was some sense of, Nobel oblige, right? And
Yes.
but in America, in the past, it would be unheard of that a military age son wouldn't sign up and join the military in their father's
And
war.
God rest Joe Biden, by the way. Both.
Exactly. And, of course, and Republicans just eviscerated them all. I mean, the other thing with Hunter Biden, too, they're
his
horrible.
laptop has a
Oh, please.
thing.
Uh-huh, I know. Well, it's just, that's that compassionate conservatism. It always bothered me. He's somebody that, and good on Joe Biden, he says, I love my son. I'm proud of my son for getting clean, and he's in recovery, and I'm proud of him. That's why you see Donald Trump Jr., he's fucking high all the time. He can't even stay sober. Yeah, for his podcast. He can't even pull it together for an afternoon podcast.
No.
And so that's why he'll never get help. Because if he ever said, Dad, I need to go to rehab, he would be fucking disowned,
Oh,
He
God,
wishes-
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
It's
When
sick.
remember what's her face? Tiffany wanted to go to something. You said if you do the what is it?
What was that?
We're both forgetting. She wanted to go to help people, and he said if you do that,
Oh, the Peace Corps?
telling you.
The Peace Corps?
Yeah, it's a
Get
Peace
out
Corps.
of here. Oh, wow.
She wanted to
on
go to
her.
the Peace Corps, and he's like, "Oh, if you do that, I'm going to disown you."
Wow. And she, of course, they can't let go of Daddy's teat or whatever that is.
Well, I
Ooh.
mean, her mom and she.
Yeah. Yeah. Tiffany
Money.
and that's what it is. That's what it's about, of course. And that's why I always find it they have no shame.
It's
of
sad.
course. Yeah, Uday and Kusei have no shame because
Exactly.
Yeah. Cuz they're like call like you can't get a real job.
Uday.
Yeah. But they're always criticizing people for not being able to get a job or,
I know.
these people have never sent a fucking resume out. They've never been on an interview. They never,
Oh,
they,
God,
they
no.
work for daddy their whole lives, their whole useless lives, these people, I mean, God, this fucking timeline sucks. And it's such
I know.
a disgrace. How
Yes.
did we, I mean, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that, and sometimes I think, are we ever gonna survive together as a unified country?
I think we will.
I wonder though.
I have
This
some
doesn't
hope.
like fucking secede. Like when they're like, I wonder.
I live in
know?
California. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, we should form a blue state compact. That's what I think. And have, I don't know if you heard today, the president of Mexico announced.
I love her so much.
That they're going to have universal health care in Mexico, starting in they're signing up now, but starting by 2028, it will be universal. And so just another reminder how this country. We get nothing here. This piece of shit traitor, sat up there demanding another $1 trillion for the military on the backs of the sick, the poor, on the backs of the country. The destruction that they have caused is so, it's the calculations haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
The death.
Fucking Iran war? Are you fucking kidding me on that
Right.
fucking piece of shit war?
For nothing. And it's not even over.
No.
It's not.
And Iran is doing better than ever
Exactly.
because of us.
Oh my God. only this bumbling baboon, no offense to baboons, could
No.
could make Iran the sympathetic actor, could
I know.
enrich Iran, and they're coming out without sanctions, with
Yep.
a toll road, with
Yep.
complete control of the Strait of
Uh-huh.
Hormuz. I mean, and enriching uranium. I mean, everything that
Yes.
they fucking dreamed of, and
No.
a younger Ayatollah.
Mullah. And John Kerry comes out and goes, yeah, he tried to do it with George W. Bush. He tried to do it with Obama and Biden.
Right.
Seriously,
right,
John
right,
Kerry's like, he tried it with everybody.
Right. Right.
And what I say is Netanyahu tried that.
Yep. Yep. And he found a dumbass in Trump. I mean, Trump
No,
is
he
a fucking
found
dumbass.
He's not dumb. He's just a patsy.
Oh, I think he's dumb. I think he's ignorant. He's willfully ignorant. Well, I mean, he's fucking stupid.
He's willfully
Come on.
ignorant.
He's so ignorant. And we talked about it on the show before. This is a guy, he's always like, oh, I'm very smart. Look at my degrees. As you know, I'm sure you know, Mary Trump says he never went to school. He has the
No.
degrees. He paid people to
Yeah.
go to school for him and take his classes, take his tests, so he learned nothing, and he's so ignorant. He doesn't understand that you cheat yourself when you do that. He never read a book. He never wrote
No.
a paper. He doesn't have that intellectual curiosity. He's just like the worst person. That's
He's a moron.
exactly. Get a brain, moron. Really, right?
He's a moron. I mean,
how? Yeah.
people that follow him, I pray for them
know.
to. I had
wonder
one
about
friend
them.
who voted 3 times
Oh boy.
for this asshole.
No.
And now he's like, I'm done.
Wow. What was it though?
It was
What-
immigration and Epstein.
Okay, that was it. Well, that's I not to pry into your friend. I wonder about them.
I pray for him and I'm like, welcome to the sanity.
Yeah.
And I leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be friends with them, you want to stay friends.
I'm
with
just
them.
like, welcome to sanity.
Yeah.
That's all I
I
said.
just have to wonder. It's like, and we were talking
They
about
fall
this.
for it.
Yeah, but it's like, what is it? Like, is your friend a racist? I mean, what is it?
No, not at all. But he
I wonder.
thought that he was going to do
Like what
other
though?
things.
Like what? That's
gonna-
what I'm curious.
he thought that he would be getting only the bad people.
Fucking
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And then he thought he would help us with groceries and
groceries.
all that shit. Donald is very good at marketing.
Right. Yeah.
He's very good at that. I will not
Huh.
disparage him on that. He's very good at that.
That's all he's got. Well,
Exactly. And this poor man followed it.
From the
And-
beginning. This is what I always say is like,
COVID. What the fuck?
right. The land
I
of
lost
mass
7
graves.
personal people. I lost 7 personal.
Wow. I'm sorry.
7.
Wow.
And so it was like, really, you fucking motherfucker. But
Right.
he's back to the sanity. And all I say is, thank you coming back to saneness. And then that's all I'm going to say. You can get on the bus. You can't drive it.
Right. Yeah, no, totally. There has to be some kind of atoning because I have to say, I have said it from the beginning, people have their lines. And I think coming down an escalator calling Mexicans rapists should have been the line.
That was it for me.
Exactly.
Well, it was it for me before that, but still.
Right. Before you knew he was a con man, grifter. And but that in itself.
Not really good on TV. He was awful on the TV.
He's just a nothing. I don't understand the appeal, and especially his whole
I blame Mark
history.
Burnett, not
Oh, yeah.
relations.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
if he is,
Mark Burnett. Yeah. Fuck him.
We don't condone him.
No.
Not my relation, as far as I know. But he
was. Oh wow, that's right, Burnett. What the hell? Holy shit.
Not my relation, as far as I know. But that motherfucker put him in a stratosphere that he should have never been in.
Oh yeah. Well, he made the whole thing was a fiction, and the guy who wrote The Art of the Deal, the ghostwriter, his name is escaping me, but he said, Trump he's not a deal maker. That's why he bankrupted casinos. And he was warned by an accountant that he hired, an actual accountant, to do the books at the casino. And he said, look, you're going to be broke in a month. This is going bankrupt in a month, because he paid top dollar for everything. He never negotiated a deal. So when you're doing a hotel, you would think you could buy wholesale, like rugs and fucking lamps and shit. And he'd be not him. He was like, I want it. He paid. Well, probably. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know, right? Maybe he stiffed him. But he told the people, this is what the guy who wrote Art of the Deal said, that he would spend his days looking at swatches and picking out rugs and things. Like that's why he likes, the statues and the ballroom. That's what he wants to do. He wants to redecorate and shit. And he would tell his underlings, oh, I want this chandelier. Give me 60 of these, like for, this room or in the hotel. And they would try to negotiate, well, we should buy them in bulk and get a deal. And he didn't give a shit. He was like, I just want it. And because he put himself in such a hole, the accountant told him, you're gonna be bankrupt in a month if this casino has to make $1 million a month for it to be sustained, and they don't even make that in Monte Carlo. So you're not going to make that with the old ladies coming up from the Atlantic City bus playing the nickel slots. It just doesn't happen. Right. And that's what happened. What happened was he fired the accountant and then sued him for slander or something like that, and it all came out, and of course the accountant won, and it was true. The books, he was completely correct. This is what we're dealing with the fucking Iran war too, according to the New York Times. Of course, they bamboozled him. Well, he wanted to do it. That's what it was. He was like, I want to. I just want to. And then there was only one critic, and it was J.D. Vance. And he told, oh, it'll all work out. That's how he fucking thinks. He doesn't think, he just lies. You can't, and that's why he's on, just even today, he was on Tripe Social, posting, he's, whatever he does on Tripe, and not only posting videos of murders to traumatize us, he was posting something like, I heard that Iran was doing this, something, they better not be doing it. It's so fucking embarrassing, this is
an embarrassment.
Right, they better not. I'm trying to find it. Oh yes, let's see. Oh, Iran is doing a very poor job. Oh yeah, here we go.
Iran?
Yeah. He goes, there are reports that Iran is charging fees to tankers going through the Hormuz Strait. They better not be. And if they are, they better stop now. President Donald J. Trump. Oh, okay, boss. They're laughing at him.
Thank you for the attention to this matter. That's what he says, right?
I don't know. That's another thing. Where the fuck does that come from? He's just started that. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That comes right out of the grammar school how to write a business letter book.
Yeah,
right. It's not mature. He sounds like a dick. He sounds like a child.
When I watch him do shit, I'm like, this is our fucking president.
I know. It's so embarrassing.
We could have had Kamala.
I know, and that's when sometimes I really weep about Yeah, about the crossroads, about the forks in the road, and the paths that we took that we could have taken. We could have had, we could have had Hillary. We could have had a competent woman.
She actually won the fucking.
I know, the first time, more votes. She won. I mean, and Harris. We could have a president we could be proud of.
Or Biden again. I don't care.
Right.
Either one.
I would take Biden again. Even I would take him as a fucking cryogenic head in a glass jar over.
Same.
Right.
My mom got to meet him, by the way.
Oh, really? Biden.
She did. He was VP.
Oh, wow.
And it was for the moonshot.
Oh, God. Wow. Yeah.
She and Vice President Biden at the time were talking about Beau and his brain, and my sister had lung cancer that went to her brain.
Yes.
And so they spoke for like 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
In the West Wing, and she was like, he's the nicest, sweetest human.
Yeah.
And we both got to meet, I got to meet President Obama with my mom. Also amazing. But the fact that my mom and President Biden got to meet was because they had a shared sadness.
Yeah. Right.
Their children had died and from cancer. And she said that he could not have been nicer. And by the way, he's way more spry than this guy.
Oh, forget it. I'd like to see Trump get on a bicycle. Get on a fucking bike,
Good luck,
Trump.
Donald.
Right? Exactly.
He hated him so much.
Oh, I know. It's beyond. I can't even believe how much I hate him.
I know. I told my husband today, I'm like, I cannot believe how much I want somebody.
Yeah, I know. Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. I cannot believe how much I want somebody.
I want God or I want karma to take the wheel. And I want it to be. I practice Buddhism, so Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Let's go.
There you go.
But I swear, I don't know. I want it to be in public, though. I want him to shit his pants, and
my brain is like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, and my heart is like, don't do it, don't do it, and I'm like, right. The rest of me, there's somewhere it's like, I hate that he brought that out in me.
Well, it's because you hate the thing that is destroying your country, your community, your world.
Exactly.
Because he's fucking evil. This is evil that we're under. We're all under this evil. Yeah, I don't give a shit. They're like, oh, they're so Christian. I wish they were Christian. Really, I wish.
Bob is Christian.
Right. Well, I mean, they got to tell us how Christian they are because they never show us. Right? They never show us. They always got to shove it down our throat. Did you hear us pray? Did you, Caroline, leave it? Did you hear
Caroline?
Us? Right. Did you hear us? We said a big amen. Did you hear us pray? Like, shut your fucking hole and go pray in your closet.
Jesus never said that.
Right.
He said pray in private.
Right. And your prayers will be answered. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
And by the way, Pope Frank and Pope Bob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
they're Catholic. They're awesome.
Yes. No, I agree. And they're rebuking. What's that? You see my kitty? Yes.
I see.
That's Booty. Booty.
Hi, Booty. But yeah, I mean, I'm a recovering Catholic, by the way.
Me too. I was raised Catholic. Well, my mother was a nun. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, Pope Frank, awesome.
Yeah.
Pope Bob, better than Frank.
Yes.
And so I love them both. Mm-hmm. And they're walking the walk, talking the talk.
Yes.
They're the best Christian popes I've ever grown up with.
Yes. No, and they're not preaching a hateful gospel of division.
Not even at all. No.
It's not about anti-gay or anything.
Nope.
It's about the things that Jesus teached and said we should, help the poor, help the misunderstood, the marginalized.
Yep.
And I mean, it takes a special kind of evil.
Archbishop, I think in Argentina who just washed trans
Oh, really?
people's feet.
Good. That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Francis would have done it, and so would Bob. They
Yeah.
would both do it.
Yeah, and they should. I wish they would, honestly.
They will
'Cause-
when
yeah.
they have the opportunity. They will.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know Francis did it in Argentina years ago.
Oh, wow.
There's an Argentine bishop that's doing it now,
Mhm.
and I love that guy. And yay!
No, that's good because that's what we need. We need at a time like this when trans people are so under attack. This is the time we have to be even
My
more.
oldest grandniece, she was born a boy,
Mm-hmm.
and she's 33 now,
Right.
and she transitioned
Good.
7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I knew her as another name, and now her name is Mallory.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad's first wife was her great grandmother, and she says it's Mallory with 1 or 2 L's.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she needed was 1 or 2.
Right.
And that's my dad's first wife, who has since passed away. But she was like, she emailed her, and she's like, "Is it 1 or 2, Mallory?" And that was Gloria, my dad's first wife, and she was an amazing human, and I miss her so
Aw.
much. She was. I had my mom, had my stepmom, and I had Gloria. I had 3 moms.
Oh,
I was
that's
very.
great.
Three
You have some
moms.
pretty good moms there.
I do.
Yeah, I had a chain smoking ex nun with a gambling addiction.
I'm sorry about that.
That's why I live alone with 4 cats and a guinea pig now. You know.
Well, guinea pigs are awesome.
Yeah, I found out. I never
They're
had one.
amazing.
I know.
so cute.
Somebody abandoned it. So. Yeah.
And the cats are okay with the guinea?
Yeah, they're very good with him, and they think he's a little short, stubby-legged cat. I think they all hang out with him. What's that?
I see the one behind you. I think
Yes.
they.
Oh, she loves him. She is his best friend. They and my other cat Ray. They love him. They don't bother him, and he's got. He eats his leaves, and I put them in the windowsill, and they all kind of eat the leaves together. They eat leaves with him.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's very cute.
So sweet.
I know, but some waste of human DNA abandoned him, and I
Aw.
found him. I mean,
I'm
they
glad
put him.
you took him
I
in.
know. What could I do?
You're a good
It
lady.
was terrible. They
They're
threw
the
him out.
cutest things. They're so adorable.
That's what makes me so heartbroken that someone had just such an evil bastard. They threw him out in a bag with grapes and a cookie. They don't eat cookies, okay?
No.
They don't really eat grapes. And
No.
I woke up one day and because I take care of some community cat colonies. I help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the only one. And I woke up and I just had I go there on Sundays. That's my day to do it. And it was a Tuesday, and I was like, I have to go down to the cat colony. I just knew it, and I rode my bike down there, and he was there in a bag, and he must have been there over 24 hours. Something had bit him, so I guess maybe one of the cats bit him, and was like, no thanks, because he probably started screaming. Because they have a very loud alarm,
They do.
You know guinea pigs, yes, right? Did you have guinea pigs? Did you have a
No,
guinea
I've
pig?
never had, but my husband's brother's wife is raised.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I mean they do poop a lot. That is one of their
They're poopy.
flaws. Yeah, they're all right. But we take our friends with their flaws, and
Yeah.
he's very
They're
cute.
poopy. It's okay. Cats are poopy.
Yes, well, it's like a Rube Goldberg machine of just grazing and pooping. It's like she's just like constantly grazing, constantly pooping, and it's all good. He's very cute. They're very social too.
Tiny. They're like little.
Not too little. Whenever I bring one out, or whenever I bring Spooky out, people think they're
Spooky.
more like because he found in a cemetery. So But
Oh.
they think they're like, oh wow, he's big. He's like they're like a kitten size. It's like like this, like this.
You know,
Yeah, no, they're big. They're bigger than you would. I mean, they're maybe
they're bigger than hamsters.
Mm-hmm, much bigger, like double, twice, three times the size. Yeah,
I think they're adorable.
they're very adorable and very social and there's somebody home when there's someone home, like when you're interacting with it. You know what I mean? And they recognize you, and they recognize different people. I'm telling you, I understand now, why they're a very good pet for a child, I think. Except, well, you got to be careful with them because they have delicate, spines.
Yeah, you got to pick them up, Jen.
So that,
Hello,
an
buddies.
older, not a toddler toy, or not toy, or pet.
They're just take care of them.
Right, exactly, and they're very cute. They're just very innocent and sweet, and do not harm a fly. And now somebody could do that to that poor creature. It's just
our cat, though. The boy cat. Murder, death, killed a fly today.
Well, I feel bad.
He just really.
That's how bad I am.
The poor fly was like, "I'm getting up," and the cat's like, "Nope."
Oh, yeah.
Lonnie saw him, and I'm like, "I love my boy, but he's a worse.
Yeah.
He's the worst hunter. He's a good hunter, but he's awful." Toy with him. That's toy with him.
Yeah, I know. They don't. They're like little serial killers.
They're awful.
Yeah. It's all murder.
I mean, they're lovely, but
all
they're
the time. Right. They've always like stalking and murdering and.
Yeah.
Everything is a big murder game to them.
They're murder death killers.
Exactly. And that's why, if they get a real alive creature, it's bad. That's
the poor fly.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Fall off. And then the boy got him, and the girl's just watching it, and she's like, whatever.
You sound like me, because I have a humane bug catcher myself. So, I mean, I
was just taking him outside, and Lonnie was like, no, he's dead.
Aw. I'm the
so
same way.
bad.
See, I'm not alone. That's good to know.
No, I take things out.
Yeah. Because, I mean, why kill if you have a choice?
Save them?
Don't kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad. Like I have, we have it's New York City apartment, so, but
cats are good for that.
Yeah, no, totally. But it's not like I don't have. Thankfully, my apartment is good. We have a exterminator that comes in and does the thing every month, so there's no like bugs, but you see them every now and then, and I don't kill them.
Oh no, our old cat.
Outside.
Our old cat, Boo, who was an indoor cat, she literally brought a bird to Lonnie outside one day.
Oh, was it dead?
And she wasn't dead yet. She just flung it to him, and the baby was not quite dead. And she was struggling, and she was like, "See, I brought you this."
Yeah. I think they're contributing to the home.
I love you, and see, I brought this, and then Lonnie was like, "Ooh," and I was like, "Ooh."
Wow. He had oh no, I can't even listen to that. That's terrible.
He had to, and it was.
I know, I get it, but
faster and better, and she was like, "What? Why are you mad at me?"
Wow.
We're like, "We're not mad at you, honey. You were doing the right thing. Thank you so much."
Right.
Worse,
they're
right?
like paying their rent or something.
They think that they're being nice because it's like, "Hi, Mama, I bought you this lovely thing."
Yeah, they do. When I was growing up, my aunt had cats down, and I lived in Staten Island, and she lived like down by the water, and there was woods. The cat would go out and would line up in the morning. There'd be like frogs, birds, just like a whole buffet. And my aunt be like, okay.
Oh, my dog did that once. She did that twice. She brought fledgling birds.
Oh, no.
Eviscerated.
Yeah, I hate
nature.
Literally
on my lap.
Oh no, no,
My
no,
terrier
no.
dog. She's like, look at what I brought you. I'm like, thank you. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, well, that's actually, I saw this interesting debate between an atheist and a bunch of Christians. It was on, like on
Uh-huh.
one of those Jubilee things, surrounded.
Yes.
It was really good, and the guy was he posed an interesting question: if God actually exists, why he was asking these Christians? Well, then why would he make the universe where, animals who have no self awareness, supposedly, right? How they depend, like, why not make them all vegetarians? And instead of meat eaters, where they depend on, murder and suffering and right? It makes sense to me, right?
Well,
Wouldn't
I mean,
God
when
make everything, you know, less
plant eating,
suffering?
and then
Yeah.
you're gonna care about the plants at that point. So there's that whole
Well, the
thing.
plants, oh please, because I don't eat meat, and
I
I've
don't
had
either
friends.
anymore.
Oh, okay, good. And my friends, throughout this whatever, some people would say, well, plants scream when you cut. I was like, I don't want to hear this bullshit, because they're looking for an excuse, and they also want to be like, you know they don't want to think about it, and that's how I was. I didn't want to think about it, and then eventually I was like, fuck this, there's so many other things I can eat that don't depend on the suffering of other creatures,
Lonnie and I were at a place in near Palm Springs years ago, and they had raptors.
What?
They need meat. They eat meat,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so some vegans came in and like, why are you feeding them meat? I'm like,
Well,
okay,
you gotta. I mean, it's the same with
or
cats.
they'll die.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. It's like
Yeah.
I choose not to eat meat.
Right.
That's
And you
a
can.
choice.
Right. That's
And
the
I'm an
same.
omnivore. It's like I'm an omnivore, so I can eat meat if I choose. But they need meat.
They have to. They're obligate
So it's like,
carnivores.
don't even
Yeah,
try
that's
it.
ridiculous. They've actually had vegans that have actually tried to make their cats vegan. I heard something about this.
No.
This is like animal abuse
Yeah.
because they need
Yeah.
to eat meat. They
need
yeah.
protein. They
That's
need
how they were
animal
made.
protein.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. It's
They
like,
will
I'm sorry.
die without it.
And
That's how
they'll
they were
die
made.
without it. So I'm like, I love my cats. I don't like them killing things, but that's
Right.
their thing.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, they
And
have to.
I watched. We had a orange tabby who was a lady, by the way,
A what?
which is rare. It was an orange
Oh,
tabby.
yes,
She was
that's right. Okay. Yes,
very
because
rare.
it's very rare, yes, for orange
and
cats to be
she's-
female.
totally. And she used to come in the house and announce to the house that she was in, cuddle with us, and then I watched her eat a mouse one day. I watched her kill it, and that she was prison rules. She was, and I watched her eat it, and I was like so sad for the mouse, but I was so happy for her.
Oh,
It's like she wouldn't eat. We would give her tuna. She's like, it's
she
fine.
didn't like it? Yeah.
No, she just came in the house and
wanted to
cuddled.
Oh.
She loved us. She was like such a cuddler.
Mm-hmm.
Like the best cuddler on the planet. She would sleep with us, and then we'd let her out. Like she would leave at like 3 a.m. and go kill,
Right, that's the prime time.
eat, and then come home, and she'd be like, "Hi, I'm in the house."
Right, and just like
She was the
sleep.
best.
Oh,
I miss her. She's gone. I think
Aw.
she passed away. It was years ago, but she was like, we called her Morris. Morris cat because of boy, but she was a female.
right, which is rare for orange cats. I wonder
Super
why that
rare.
is. I wonder why that is.
It's like
weird.
calicos. They're all ladies.
Females, yes, right. Yeah, there was a female cat that I knew too that was orange, I should say, and
It's rare.
yeah, and that's why we thought she was we thought she was a boy until
We called her Morris, and I was like, she's a lady.
right, she's a lady. Wow, she's a lady. A little lady murderer. Yes,
Exactly.
Yes. So what do you think is our our prospects here. So I wanted to ask you about, what do you think about, I know we're venturing off into catland, and which is fine. If honestly, if we weren't fighting fascism, that's the kind of show I would do. I always say that all the time. I would
Always.
do an animal rescue, animal talk show.
Anytime.
Right. Really. And we
Have
should.
Jon Stewart on your show. He rescues animals.
Oh,
So
really?
Jon Stewart, he
That's a
totally
lot.
rescues.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He does.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying, because we should have the freedom to do these things, and government should be functioning normally and moving along a pace without having to have all our attention on it at all times, because we have this fucking rogue regime out here, and we should be able to progress. And
Amen.
you know what I mean? And it's just, I just wonder, the whole thing that Trump, there's so much damage being done by one person, and like I was just saying, how they, the president of Mexico announces that they're going to have universal health care in Mexico, while right here in the United States we're losing health care, and people are they're getting kicked off. They're millions are off of health care now because they can't afford it, and that the accounting has only just begun. So every time Republicans get into power, Americans needlessly die. This is a correlated. There's numbers. We can prove
It's Reagan.
it. Right. So I just wonder, what do you think? I don't even know how to even phrase a question like this. How do you stay hopeful? And what do we do? Help me.
That's a tough question.
Help me.
I'm going to try.
Yes.
Okay. November, if everything goes like it should, mind you, everybody get your IDs, passports if you need them. Just do it. Everybody do it, especially in blue states where everywhere. Just get your IDs to vote.
Right. Yes.
Make sure you can vote, because if we do this, we will get at least the House. I think we're going to get the Senate.
I hope so. I really do. We must. Oh my God, that would be such a beautiful day.
I think we're going to get the Senate. I don't think it's going to be veto proof, but I think we're going to get the Senate. I think we are. I think we're going to get 52.
It's like obviously
oh, really?
to return to Earth after being aboard
52.
I think we're going to get 52 seats in the Senate and 240 in the House. That's
wow.
Off the top of my head.
I was surprised about. I had hope for Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. I did. I thought.
I know, but it was close, though. I mean, he shrunk it.
Right.
A lot, and that's good. Don't despair, Georgia.
No.
And had she come out and supported him,
oh yeah,
he would have won it. And that's why I don't like her, because all she had to do was go Sean.
Yeah. And why? I mean, this is the other
She's not
thing.
walking the walk yet. She's not walking the walk.
Right.
She's talking it. She's not walking it.
And that's exactly what Jasmine Crockett says. Like, I believe it when I see it. She said, talk is cheap, but she doesn't put her money where her mouth is. And she could say whatever. And I know she's not in the House anymore, but that would have made a big difference if she had come out and endorsed the Democrats. But she was never.
Had she said, Sean, vote for Sean, I think people would have.
Yeah, but that's the thing. What I noticed about these MAGAts is that they simply don't want to completely detach from the cult. No. And and I'm sure you saw the Traitor Trump posted. He's very upset at all of these MAGAt influencers. Where is it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's mad because they're not supporting him.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson, Candace
Megyn
Owens.
Kelly,
Yeah.
Candace Owens, Tucker, all of them.
Right. And wait, hold on. Where is it?
They can all F the F off. I'm sorry, I can say that. Fuck off.
Right. You could say it. That's for sure. That was another one. Melania's biography. Melania's biography. What was that about? Did you see that speech yesterday?
Oh God, yesterday? Are you kidding me? That was like individual liberty. I mean, fuck her.
Exactly.
She's throwing her husband under the bus, or Pam Bondi? Who is she throwing under the bus with that?
Right. Like, what's that about? I mean, we were like, wait, we weren't really thinking about it, but okay,
No.
thanks for the reminder. Now we are. And this is a picture of the Republican biography of Melania, which is a complete fabrication. She never obtained a degree in design and architecture at the University of Slovenia. I mean, this is what they are, all frauds, all of them. And Melania is a fraud. I talk about it on the show how there's this thing out there that she speaks 7 languages. She doesn't fucking barely speak English. So
I don't speak Slovenian or whatever the fucking.
Yeah, she speaks Slovenian. I'm sure that's her native tongue, but she doesn't.
I assume it's like German or something like that.
That's what she says. But whenever she gets around people who speak the languages she claims to speak, and they speak it to her, she doesn't have any idea what they're saying. And you better believe that if that were Jill Biden, who claimed to speak 7 languages, and all she could say was bonjour or buongiorno or spaghetti and meatballs or whatever, and that the media would be up her ass about it and make her prove it. So if you're fluent, in fact, when they met the former Pope thought that he started speaking to her in Spanish.
Latin?
Yeah,
Spanish?
No, not Latin. No, Spanish or something. Whatever.
Francis spoke Spanish because he was Argentinian, so he spoke Spanish.
Right. So he assumed that she was fluent in Spanish because she claims to speak Spanish, and he started speaking Spanish to her, and she was like looking at her translator. So I'm not going. I barely speak English, as you can tell, but I don't go out there and claim to speak 7 languages. Everything is a lie with these people.
Yes.
And
I can understand French because my pharmacist is actually French.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I used to know that language when I was
really?
Little baby girl.
Wow.
And
how'd you know that?
School, because
you took a
I went to stupid schools that
individual liberty.
Individuality. I went to a stupid school in Southern California that taught French and not Spanish. So
was that Jody Foster school she went to? She speaks.
I don't know. I didn't go.
Oh,
to
you
school.
didn't go to school with her, right?
No, I did not. But
she
the
speaks
school
French.
I went to,
Mm-hmm.
I can read it very well.
Oh, nice.
But hearing it back, I'm like, eh. And I was with my pharmacist was talking to another man. They were both speaking French. I was listening, and I'm like, he looked at me, he goes, "You understand it?" I'm like, un petit peu.
What is that?
Yeah. Un petit peu. I understand it a little bit.
Oh, look at that.
And he was like, "Oh." I'm like, "Don't speak fast." And I also learned American Sign Language young.
Oh, that's great.
And my deaf friends are like, when you drink, you sign better.
Oh, wow.
Like if I'm drunk, this is a sign for drunk, by the way.
Oh, really?
I can sign better.
Oh, really? And you still can do it? I guess
my deaf friends are like, yeah. Well, when she's drunk, she can totally sign.
Wow.
Because I don't think about it.
You have some deaf friends?
I do. I have a bunch of deaf friends.
Really? How come?
I learned sign language, English Sign Language, which they call C-Sign now. It was ESL then. It's C-Sign now. I learned that in college. And then one of my oldest and dearest friends, who's a baby. I met her, and when I first met her, it was in a loud nightclub. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you sound kind of deaf, but it was a loud nightclub.
Are you fucking deaf?
Are you fucking deaf? Oh, we all, right? And so I saw her at her apartment a couple of weeks later, and she was with her interpreter. I'm like, I knew you were deaf. And she's like, you know sign language? I'm like, no, I don't know it. And then I said
funny.
no in sign language. And she goes, but you know. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm bad. And she's like, okay, you know enough. Yeah, my signing was good.
That's so funny.
Bad. And then I was at a party at a friend of ours' house, and it was me and a couple of codas, children of deaf adults, and this one woman who lives across the street. Totally. And this woman across the street was also deaf, and she was mad that I was there.
Why? Oh, because you're not deaf.
Yeah.
That's
and she was like, why is she here? And then all my deaf friends were like, F you, go away.
What is that? I guess it's like this tribal
It's
thing.
a whole, it's very tribal of certain deaf people. There's big D and little D deaf.
Wow.
It's a whole, it's a community.
Right.
But all my deaf friends are nice to me.
Well, that's nice. That's
I have
amazing.
Like 15 or 20 deaf friends.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I have any deaf friends at all. Yeah.
Oh, the language is the most pretty language on the planet, by the way.
Wow.
I love that language so much, and I wish I knew it better. I am terrible at it. But it's, oh my God, you're posting that. Oh, good.
Oh,
God.
yes.
I love deaf people, and I hate that guy.
Right. We all do. Oh, yes. No, they're stupid people. They know it. This is
Oh my
Traitor
God.
Trump's. I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have been fighting me for years. Have they? I mean, these are the people you were like palling around with and hanging out
They're
with.
all buddies.
Yeah, they're all buddies. Now another 4 more people join the list of low IQ, stupid people that Traitor Trump either hired or hanged out with or gave important positions, and all these stupid people that he seems to surround himself with, and it's incredible. There's is definitely a process here. It starts with they're the best, they're the greatest, and it always ends the same.
These so-called pundits are losers.
Right? It's like you travel this. It's like the 5 stages of hanging out with Trump. I don't even know. There is not. This is the thing about Trump. Everybody says it who knows him. To know him is to hate him. And
It's to loathe him.
yeah, and that's why he's a sick person. He's very sick.
He is.
And he's making us all sick, and he's making the world sick. Of course, he has no business being in the halls of power, and he's because of that, he's a malignant cancer in the body politic. He's a very sad person. Ultimately, he knows what a fraud he is. You know what I mean? Inside. That's why he's such a little man-child, juvenile, triggered little bitch, right? Like,
Yeah,
who
I
posts
mean-
this? Who posts? This is a fucking tirade of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
talk to Mary about this. She knows.
Right, exactly. And this is why it is fascinating and frustrating. Like today, I do a show in the afternoon on Fridays. I'm a guest on the anti-fascist podcast. I mean, it's called the Anti-Fascist Book Club. I'm a guest on it on Fridays, and for whatever reason, the title of the show seems to attract some maggots all the time. I guess because it's fascism in the title, and then when it goes out over YouTube, they might get suggested it or something. You know what I mean? And then they show up in the chat and they start, with their maggot bullshit. And it's not all maggots, but It always happens. There's always one that shows up. And today, one of them was posting how I just couldn't believe it. Like, it's just all the bullshit about how Trump is the greatest, how he left this successful business to save America, and liberals hate America, and you know what I mean? Like this.
Who are these people? Who are these
Right.
people?
Right.
I'm very
like-
Seinfeld on that. Who are these people?
Who are these people? Who are
I
these
mean,
people?
I don't get it anymore. It's like such a cult. It's so.
It is a cult. It's
It's
beyond.
so evil. It's Scientology is better at this point. I mean,
Right. It's
Oh, no,
true.
down low.
Actually, in fact, we just one of the book we just finished in the Anti-Fascist Book Club is a book by Christopher Mathias called To Catch a Fascist, and in the he infiltrates the Patriot Front. It's a book like about that, and in the last chapter, one of the Patriot Front members leaves the group. And it reminded me, and he was saying the reason he joined the group was that he was radicalized by other fascists. They found him on gaming platforms. They started, talking to
Gamers,
him.
yeah.
Exactly. And he was attracted to the idea of that all of a sudden he was superior to everybody just by the mere fact of being white and being a man and being a boy or being male. And he liked that, and he also liked the community, and that he had friends, instant friends that and they shared. I mean, that's really what people want. They want community. They want connection. So that's why with these maggots, though, these dead enders, you got to wonder, it's going to be really hard to excise them.
it is.
Because they have that person that I'm talking about, he's probably lost friends, family members,
definitely.
I've
lost a friend that I knew for over 30 years
Really?
because of Donald.
Oh, wow. What happened?
I was posting on Facebook about COVID. It was 2020, 2021. And he goes, well, I can't take the vaccine. Why are you giving me shit? And I'm like, I'm not. If you can't take it
Yeah, that's a different story.
for physical reasons, I'm not getting
Right.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I've known you for over 30 years. I'm like, yes. And then he dropped me.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I knew him before my husband.
Oh, wow. And that's sad. It's really sad.
It is sad. It's
Yeah.
very sad. I'm friends with his daughters still. But he and I are just, I'm like, I can't, and he can't. And it's just sad.
Is he a Trump
And he's a
supporter?
union guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. See, that's what I can't take.
He's a union guy too. It's
Yeah,
like a
no,
head of a union.
no.
I'm like, no, I don't get it.
Yeah. No, he should be ashamed of him. I
I'm
don't
sad
know.
for him. I'm sad for him. Is where I go. I'm just sad. That's where I'm
to
going.
be a union worker and be a fucking Trump or a Republican, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a useless idiot in your own demise. And
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because no one wants to take your union stuff away from
yeah,
you.
exactly.
He doesn't
And-
get it, and it's like it hurts my heart that he went there, and I'm sad for him. I hope he figures it out eventually. I really do. I really do. His children, I'm friends with them still.
And what do they think?
They
he-
don't agree with him at all.
Huh. Yeah.
It's their dad,
They're fucked up, though. I mean, I remember, I've told the story on the show before.
I'm sad for him so much.
Yeah. There's something wrong with them, of course, okay? All right. One time. See, I can't.
Fox News.
You're right. It's Fox News. It's propaganda. And
It started with Fox
this
and
is
it
the
goes
problem.
on.
But at this point, too, especially from the beginning, I felt this way. But I take it personally. When if you're a Trump supporter, I immediately think, you are diminished in my point of view. Like, for example, I practice Buddhism, as I shared, and the people know who watch the show. You live in California. You probably heard of the SGI, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, you know, Tina Turner and all that, right? So I'm a member of the SGI. I have meetings in my house sometimes, and one of the leaders, or one of the like older time members, he, you know, just by way of conversation, it's not a political group, of course, but he said that he had voted for Trump, and like ever since then, whenever I see him, it's like the first thing I think about, and I really have no respect for him now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, how could you vote for Trump? Like, you should know better.
I see it the first time in 2016 when you were duped. But
maybe
after that,
yeah, not. I mean, I don't even see it the first time because
no, I do it because it was a whole. People didn't know him, and he was he was campaigning on Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
stuff.
you're right. He was campaigning on Bernie Sanders, but with racism on top. That's what that was the difference. Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, but still, he was campaigning on that. So I get the first vote.
Yeah.
The second and third,
right?
Don't.
No, exactly. The insurrection, the calling up the Secretary of State of Georgia. You know, the classified documents in the shitter.
All that.
This is like the rape, the 34 felonies. This is inexcusable.
I know.
And we watched him in office for those 4 years turn America into a land of mass graves and destroy our name in the world. Fucking frontline workers having to wear garbage bags and shit because he sucks at everything. So, you know, find your own ventilators and whatnot. Yeah. So, but anyway.
Had Hillary been our president, COVID would have never gotten to these shores.
It was another opportunity, but Traitor Trump can't do this, but it was an opportunity to unify this country. You know? To unify it. Like, we're in this together. But they had to turn it into another way to tear us apart. Putting a fucking piece of cloth over your face, you know? Like, we asked you to storm the beaches of Normandy. Put a piece of fucking cloth on your face. All you had to do was, like,
this MAGA mask.
Yeah, just put on a mask because you know, it's annoying, but you might save someone's life, you fucking selfish
or your
prick.
Own.
Right, or your own. And we're in this together. And other countries, that's how they framed it, like in New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Hi. I
know. And it's heartbreaking. So this is why America is like, you know, Putin, and they see the blood in the water here. And it is because of this division.
There's sharks in the water getting to us.
That's right. But so I mean, I take it personally. I remember this happened years ago during the Bush years. I was with a friend of mine. I met you people who've been watching the show a long time have heard this story. And so I was out, a friend of mine, she's like, oh, my boyfriend's coming. And I'm like, oh, great. It was the first time I met her boyfriend. And we went out. And he and I were talking. He's like, oh, you're great. I really love you. We hit it off. I was driving them home. And we were talking. And he said, and I don't know how it came up, but he just said, I believe that marriage is a sacred bond between a man and a woman, right? And I pulled the fucking car over. And I said, get out. And he was like, you're kidding me. It wasn't like in the middle of nowhere. We're in the middle of Manhattan, okay? So you could get a fucking cab, right? And yeah, you get a subway, you can get a cab. And I said, get out. And he's like, you're kidding me. I'm like, I'm not kidding you. I said, he goes, wait, what do you mean? I said, I'm like, I'm gay. And I said, I don't, how much do you think I hate myself? I'm going to fucking give you a ride home? You don't think I have the same rights as you? You know, get the fuck out. And he's like, I hope we could still be friends. I'm like, no, we can't. So I kicked him out. Long story short, he's gay. Okay, isn't
Of
that
course
the
it is.
fucking truth? It always happens, and because then down the road, my friend who was dating him found like all this gay porn, and
Oh
you know,
God, poor
yeah,
girl.
exactly. So he was like in the closet and struggling, and this is what they are. They're demented. They're demented. But what's that?
He's out now, so yay.
I don't know if he's out now. I don't know, but we know he's gay because she ended up breaking up with him because he was like had a chronic masturbation problem, and it was all related to gay porn.
Gay
And
porn. Oh
yeah.
my God, it would be like,
So
I love you, honey, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know. So she was like his beard, I guess. But this is what I'm talking about. They're all like they have problems and they inflict their manias on the world. Not that I don't have problems. We all have problems.
You
But
don't
I'm
have
not-
problems.
Yeah, but you know, I go to a shrink. It doesn't mean I'm sure I have
just
blind
saying, lady,
spots.
I like dick. It's
It is what it is. But it doesn't. It's like trans people. Like leave people the fuck alone. Like how about that? Try
Yeah.
that. Try that. Leave
leave
people
her
alone.
the fuck alone.
Like what do you give a shit what they?
And by the way, with the trans thing, it's all about trans girls and not trans.
Oh yeah.
boys.
Well, it's always been like that with laws against even throughout history because women. There's many reasons for that. It's because it's a patriarchal power structure. That's why.
Well, there was a trans man who went to I don't know where he was testifying to.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "So I can't go to the men's bathroom now because I'm technically a lady,
Oh Jesus.
and he's a
Christ.
boy."
Yeah.
And he's like, "If I go to a women's restroom, people are gonna
Yeah.
be upset."
That's right. That's right.
And so it's like they don't think about trans men.
They don't care. Yeah, it's about the cruelty. That's it, and it really is about the cruelty
One of
and
my
the division.
one of a good friend of mine, his name is Michael Cohen. That's his. He gave himself Michael.
Mm-hmm.
He was on a TV show for a long time, and he's on another one. And trust me, dude, he's such a dude.
Mm-hmm.
But he was born female.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And mark my words, if he had to go into a ladies' restroom
Yeah, they'd be like,
in Idaho or wherever they're making it, they would
Right.
be upset with him going
of
into
course.
there.
They'd be like, this is the women's room. Yeah,
It's a dude. He's a dude.
of course.
So they don't think about that.
they don't care. They are fucking
You want
horrible.
women to go to men's restrooms?
It's not even about that too, though. But it's about the cruelty, as you know. That's what it is. They don't think about it. They think about how it's it's going to play politically, how it will attract the assholes to vote for them because they're like men in women's rooms. This is not a thing. In fact, as you
Donald
know,
went into ladies'
yeah, he
changing
went
rooms
into
for
right.
teenagers, little
what he's-
girls.
Exactly. Not even women, girls, little girls in his beauty pageant. And he thought it was a fucking laugh riot that he could walk in and inspect them like the pedo.
Them with his
Right. What a scumbag. Like the pedo he is, right?
Yep.
I mean, so yeah. I mean, it's not about they don't even care. The only reason they started focusing on trans people is because they weren't getting the same result going after regular old gays anymore because nobody
Exactly.
cares. Nobody cares, and we will get there with trans people.
We will.
It will happen.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
it will happen, and because we were getting there, but of course this is a big setback, and it's always about education, and that's why you will never see the Republicans try to shed light on a situation if somebody's triggered by somebody and they wonder about their peepees, like you never hear a Republican say, that's not your business. What do you care? Leave people the fuck alone. Leave people alone, for fuck's
They should.
sake.
They used to be like government out of everything.
Right. Exactly.
They're not so much. They're in my uterus.
That's right. And that's why it's so tedious. I wish they were the, Christians they purport to be, the patriots they purport to be.
Yeah.
Then we would at least we could have some respect for them. But as we see, it's all a game to them. It's all a fucking, power play. They don't care. I mean, it's really true. That's why it's, we never heard about trans people until they realized we're going to have to switch our tactics here.
From the gays to the trans.
Yeah, because gay people...
people that are in sports.
Yeah, and it's not even... And what is the meaning of sports anyway? Not everybody's going to go into major leagues or professional sports. You're talking about kids playing sports. And
Bob Cesca, when he was a child, was bigger than everybody else. And he had bloomed, as we say to women. He bloomed earlier. And so the little boys that were the same age, they played in the same things. So why are boys going through they have the testosterone, they're men now technically, but they're playing with little boys.
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
Okay. But girls who are girls and have transitioned before puberty cannot play with the girls.
Right.
What the fuck is that about?
Right.
As soon as we get them before puberty, by the way, so much better.
It is.
Because they're not getting their testosterone. They're not getting that thing going.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah.
It's puberty.
Right. And that's why I feel so heartbroken what these Republicans are doing, because they're really putting trans people into a horrible situation, because it's it's incredibly traumatic for them to go through puberty of the opposite gender and they're putting, that's why suicide rates are astronomical in the trans community. It's so abhorrent and inhumane. And
Karen from Chicago on Stephanie's show, her son was born female. And now he's a boy because that's who he is.
Right.
And
exactly.
So it's definitely, puberty is so important. To stop it before that.
Right.
And if it's like that girl wanting to transition to a boy, give her some testosterone. Right. Just go. Then you can take it away. If she changes her mind or he changes his mind, it's done. It's not surgery, people.
Yeah. No, I know. It's like
hormones can be taken away.
Right. Exactly. But it's just the cruelty about it and stuff that they don't have any understanding of either.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter to them. It is the cruelty. They're like, God made Adam and Eve, that bullshit, It's all about the pee-pee. Focus on the pee-pee, right?
And you know what? We have XXYY, XXYY, XXY. It's a whole...
Yes. And it's to say that...
Scientifically, it's different.
That's right. So we have such a... It's not just male and female or whatever. Shit happens, I mean, but it's the cruelty of it is so. I have a lot of empathy because I know how hard it is just to be gay growing up in the time that we grew up in.
Yeah.
And so I know how hard that must be to want to change, because I didn't want to be gay, because who the fuck does? I was like. There was no gay-straight alliance.
Cool.
Now it is, but it wasn't then. I was like, shit, this sucks. And because I did, when you're growing up, you don't want to be different that not like that. Yeah, that's why I think I started, doing drugs and drinking when I was a kid. So. Young, and it runs in my family, so
Well, I mean, it's the thing with especially our age, because it was newer.
Yeah,
we're Gen X people, so we were better than boomers,
definitely,
but still not as good as whatever they are now.
Who?
Don't
Who?
even- the ones behind us.
Oh, behind us or in front of us? What are you talking about? The
I'm
boomers?
saying no. The boomers are in front of us. The
Oh.
other.
Oh, I see. They're behind us. Who are they? I don't know.
I know we got Gen Z and the other ones. Oh, millennials.
Oh, the millennials. Yes.
They're better than we were, and then Gen Zers are way better than we are.
As far as that,
we-
yeah.
Yeah, we were better, but not great.
Right. No. I mean, I remember I was like tormented as a child. Realizing I was gay. I went to Catholic. No, I didn't go to Catholic school. I had to go to what do you call it? CCD instruction and I had to go to church and everything. And I remember the priest preventing us. Well, they put out a pamphlet that we weren't allowed to watch Soap, the show Soap. You know that show with Billy Crystal?
I love Soap.
Yeah, everybody loved it. I was a kid, and they passed it out, and I wasn't allowed to watch Soap, and all my friends were like, "Oh, did you see Soap? It was so funny," and they would, and I would be like, "I'm not allowed to watch it," and I had a little black and white TV in my room, and one night when Soap was on, I was like, I'm going to bed now, good night, and went upstairs and I put the blanket over the TV and I turned it on like click, and my father came in, "You're not watching that Soap," and he caught me watching Soap. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't say it like that, but
I'm so sorry.
yeah, but it didn't stop me from being gay. So
No,
that's what I'm talking
it's
about. All it did was like make me hate myself when I realized, like, oh shit, I'm
like
gay.
ladies.
Yeah, like I'm gay, and that's what they're talking about. Like I had no idea at one point. I'm like,
Oh, I'm
wow,
so
these
sorry,
gay
honey.
people
I'm
are-
so sorry because
Oh,
I
it's-
didn't grow up like that at all.
It is what it is. That's why I'm fucked
I did
up.
not grow up like
Thank
that
you.
at all. My parents were so
I know.
gay-centric, and
That's
it
awesome.
was like
Well, they were showbiz people, or are showbiz people. Yeah.
it was just so not how I grew up, and I
Yeah.
feel
Can you
bad for
imagine?
everybody.
Doesn't that suck?
It does suck.
And I actually, I've never said this on the air. I sometimes wondered if my father was gay, and he might have been. He might have been. And I just sometimes got that feeling that maybe he was.
He could have been.
Yeah, and
Hiding it from you and his,
of course,
your mom and
from
everybody.
the world. That's how
Yes.
they lived.
Because it was that era. And
get married.
I mean, I know when my Uncle Jim finally got married, Jim Neighbors,
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
to Stan. He had been with Stan for 40
Oh, wow.
plus years. And when they finally got married, I emailed him. I'm like, I'm glad he made you an honest husband.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And he goes, thank you. And it's just, my Uncle Jim was gay his whole life.
Yes.
And nobody knew it for years.
Right. Wow. It's
He was
so
a
sad.
Marine. He was just, he was that guy, right?
Right.
And I just knew him as my Uncle Jim, and he always had boyfriends.
Yeah. But he was in show business, so he couldn't come out,
And Don and Dean, I mean, I grew up with gay men, basically,
Yeah.
in my life. Not
Right.
many gay women, but I met a couple. And I don't know if they're out, so I'm not going to say them. I think they are, but I'm not going to say
Right.
them. But when I went to college, right, my friend Dale, he called me up and he called a bunch of friends up and he goes, I have to tell you something. I'm like, what? Are you okay? I'm like, I was worried that he had cancer or something.
Right.
We're in our 20s. And he goes, I have to tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay, honey? And he goes, I'm gay. And I'm like, uh-huh.
And yeah.
And I'm like, I knew that. And he goes, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, that's so funny.
I'm like, honey, I knew that. Why didn't you know? He goes, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, you knew, but you didn't want it I'm like, I always thought you were.
Oh wow! See, that I had a similar experience when I came out to my friends. They were like, "Yeah, we knew. Yeah, we
always
knew."
knew that. Yeah.
I was like, "Okay," and we were like out dancing, and then I was like, "All right, let's keep
I
going."
mean, my friend Dale and my friend Scott, by the way, he's been married to his husband now for over 30 years. They got married.
Oh, wow.
Gavin Newsom married them, by the way.
Oh wow, wonderful.
But they had been together prior to that. But Scott told me years ago, he goes, I had a wet dream about you. I'm like, it's okay, honey.
What? About you?
I'm like, about me. I'm like, it's
wait,
okay.
he's gay though. Wait, what?
I'm like, honey, you're still
confused.
gay. I'm like, you're still gay, babe.
You're still gay.
Like,
oh, okay. I was getting
gay.
confused there. Wait.
You're still gay, honey. Straight people have gay dreams. It's okay. You're still gay.
Right.
It's fine.
It's okay.
And it was the cutest conversation that we ever had. It was
That
like,
is
honey,
so
you're
funny.
gay.
You're still gay.
You're still
Don't
gay,
worry.
honey. It's okay. You're still gay. It's just we're friends. It was a thing. It's like, okay, I'm like, honey, I appreciate the dream, but
Yeah, that's a
we're
compliment.
good.
That's
You're still
so
gay.
funny.
You're still gay.
Did you ever meet Judy Garland? I have to ask. I'm a big
No, I
Judy
did
fan.
not.
Oh,
My mom did, but I
Yeah.
never got to.
I'm a big Judy fan.
I never
was-
met Liza either, and my mom worked with Liza as well.
Oh,
I never
really?
got to meet either of them.
Okay, because you're just saying,
I might
you
have
met
seen
all these people.
I might have met Liza when I was a bubba.
Oh, okay. When did Judy
But-
Garland die? She died in 1968. Yes.
Yeah, I was born in '67.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, how would you
And
meet
so
her? What was I saying?
Liza was on Mom's show
Yeah.
in '67.
Right.
So
What was I saying? Yeah, 60. She died in 68. Poor Judy. I know Judy. Because I was a kid. I always loved
How
Judy.
gay is
What's
that?
I know.
you're not lesbian because that's a gay man.
It's
thing.
a gay thing, but I know a lot of people who just love Judy. In fact, another friend of mine who's gay, a woman, she's a big Judy fan too. And sometimes you just meet Judy fans. I don't know what Judy has like a grip on some people still. I always love
Gay men mainly, not so much lesbians.
Yeah,
So
but these are lesbians I'm talking about. Like my friend my friend Stephanie, she loves Judy too, and that's how we we were working together and we found out.
I wish I could have met her. I really.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. No, I'm saying, yeah. Of course, you couldn't meet Judy. You were
But
a
Liza
baby.
did my mom's show the first year of her show.
Oh wow, okay.
And I did not. I might have. I was a
Right,
bubba.
a baby.
might
Judy might
have
have
met-
held you in her arms, right?
No, Liza would
Oh,
have.
Liza, yeah.
Not Judy, but Liza might have held me. But
Aw, poor Judy.
they're both great.
I
And-
know. She would be appalled at what's going on.
Oh
Judy.
God, yeah.
Yeah, she was a big Democrat who,
She was amazing.
I know.
Um,
I
yes,
still
you're
listen to
both.
her. The Judy at Carnegie Hall. Oh, that's the famous album.
Her show, her TV show.
Oh, the TV show too. Yeah, the Judy Garland show.
Those
And,
legs, she had gams.
She was just an incredible person. I don't know what it is that.
She was amazing.
I think it's the way that she's because when she sings, just the feeling.
It's the thing.
Yeah,
She
it's that she's got that
got it.
thing where she could just grab your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some people have it, and she had it. It's such a
definitely did.
a
She was
tragedy.
God rest her soul.
yeah. She died at age 47, right?
She was a bubba.
Right? I mean, it just seems like now I'm 58. I can't even believe it. Like when I was a kid, I was like a 47 seemed so old. I remember.
79 now.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my father, I said, because I was watching The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz would come on, and I watched it every time it came on. I think it came on around Christmas time or something, and it was like a big deal. And,
Huge.
Yes, and I loved it, and I made a big deal out
Me
of it.
too.
And my father, I said to my father, "Is Judy Garland still alive?" And he said no. And I said, "How did she die?" And he said, "She died of a combination of alcohol and pills." That's exactly what he said. So, okay. One day, I put that in my mind. I'm like, oh, wow, with alcohol and pills. And one day my father was home. He came home and he was sitting at the kitchen table and he was drinking a beer. And he's like, I have a headache. And he went to take some
And took
aspirin.
some pills.
And I was like, no! And
No,
I
Jody,
grabbed
no!
them. I grabbed them out of his hand and threw them in the toilet. And he didn't know what the fuck, like, because alcohol and pills. I saved his life, all right? I saved his life.
You're a good daughter.
I was very on the spot with that. He was like, what the hell? Could you imagine? I think about that now. It's so funny, right? Like,
No, you did the right thing. You were terrified. You were terrified that he was going to die.
He was going to die like Judy died of alcohol and pills. That's horrible. So.
I love that you did that.
I know. The innocence of youth. And then I got older, and look at me now.
Yeah, whatever.
Now I'm all jaded and fighting fascism every day. Who knew?
You'll be both.
Who knew I would have to fight fascism in my old age?
Oh my God. When I go to the protests, it's like women in their 70s and 80s. Like, seriously, I still
Right?
having to do this fucking shit.
I know.
My oldest sister is, she's almost 80.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, I still have to fucking do this shit.
Right? I know. I thought I would be, yeah.
Done with it?
Yeah, not even, I mean, I thought we'd be fighting for normal things that you fight for. Not
Yes.
like a functioning liberal democracy. That.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that we had that settled. Right?
I thought so.
I thought that an insurrection would have been the
end of it?
Yeah, the deal breaker. That's the other thing that's so fucking horrible, that he should be in prison right now.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, and he's not. So we have so much work to do. We have such an atoning to do. And
Yes.
I don't know if we don't get the midterms. I don't know if we.
I think we are.
It has to be decisive. It has to be to the point where there's no, of course, doubt. Because Traitor Trump, no matter what, he's going to declare victory. He's going to say it was stolen. It doesn't matter. He's going to say things are rigged. And so it has to be an overwhelming victory.
It does.
And we have to, without apology, start putting this shit back together,
Yep.
And I don't know, I hope the Democrats are up to it, really.
I hope so too. I mean,
We have to push them, like Chuck Schumer. Come on. Yeah, time to go, bud. But, others, of course, seem to have more stomach for the fight, but the old guard, I don't know.
I hope that I know we're going to win the House.
Yes.
We are. And we might win the Senate. And when we do, it's not going to be Chuck. It's going to be Elizabeth or somebody else.
Yeah,
and she's old, but she's us.
But she's us. Exactly. It's not about age. It's about, fight, I believe. And, we do have our work cut out for us.
We do.
Jody, I want to say thank you so much for
Thank
taking this time.
for having me on.
For having this amazing conversation. That
I love you so much.
I love you. I love you. I can't believe it that you're finally on the show. I finally got to meet you. You're amazing.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you, Bella, for hooking it up. And I love your show. I love listening to you. You're really, you're in the fight every day.
I want you to be on my show. We'll figure out a time.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. And it's so appreciated, all the work that you do for what we're doing, because I do believe that this is how we're going to win. And I want to, and your show, Stephanie's show is very important. It's all important because that's how they won in Poland, right? So Poland, That's what gets me hopeful. They were able to claw back
Hungary
their democracy.
might do it too. Hungary.
I'm praying, right? I mean,
You and me
it's just-
both.
Isn't that disgusting that the American vice
I know.
president and the president are advocating for an autocrat? This is where we
Yep.
are, and this is the five-alarm fire that our little shows, right, are out there fighting and getting the word out. But it's not. It's important. It really is important that we're doing this because
Yes.
that's how we will win.
Amen.
Because we're on the right side of history, decency,
We are.
dignity, democracy, and as I say, we stick together, we win. I have to come on your show because I want to talk about
Absolutely.
another thing.
I can't wait.
Yeah, because we're running out of time. I only have like 7 minutes left in the show, but
I'm sorry I took all your time.
No, we had such a great conversation, and I'm just so I can't even believe that it went by so fast. So, but I wanted to get your opinion on the Democrat Party thing, but we can talk about another thing because I really believe that's a problem and that we have to address it. That the Democrats allow the Republicans to call the Democratic Party outside its name is very.
They've been doing that since McCarthy.
Yeah.
It's old.
It is, but it's like it really bothers me. But maybe I don't know. We could talk about it.
It doesn't piss me off. It's just
it
like
doesn't.
you sound
Okay.
stupid.
It
You
drives
just sound-
me up a wall. Yeah, I
No.
know, but it makes the Democrats seem, in my opinion, like a beaten dog. How many times does somebody get to call
when
you?
somebody says Democrat Party, I'm like, you're dumb. I'm not listening to you anymore.
Right. It's like a gang sign that they throw up.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
stupid.
All right. Well, yes,
I
I get
think they're
crazy
doing
about it. I get crazy.
Don't even. That's what they want.
Too late.
Don't do it.
I know.
Lady.
It's too late. All right. Jody, it was amazing. Thank you so much. And
Thank you so much.
I really do love you. My love
I
to
love you too.
everyone. And let's keep in touch and let's do it again.
Absolutely.
All right,
Yes,
my
be on
friend.
the show, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's do it. I'll talk to you later. All right, and we'll figure it out.
Yes.
See you soon. You could just hang up. That's how we do. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
All right, honey. Bye.
See you soon, Jody. Jody Hamilton. Amazing. Wow, that went by fast. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. I know, yeah. Mark on the chat says the use of Democrat Party thing is a tell. You're dealing with a MAGAt. Exactly. They all do it. They all say it. I don't know. It really gets me. Well, and when people don't point it out, it drives me crazy too. But I could see her point. Don't let it get to you. I don't know. We'll have to have this conversation again, because I think it's like, I don't know. My name is, if somebody was calling me Tutu, I'd be like, look, fucker, my name's Tara, not Tutu. How many times are you going to call me Tutu? My name is Tara. Don't wear it out. Right? All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. That was amazing. And Jody is amazing. And I can't believe. I love her. I can't believe I was talking to her. Really. And it was just like, a very easy flowing convo. So, okay, listen, guys, thank you for hanging out. If you can, please become a patron, patreon.com/TaraDevlin. Please hit that little QR code up there and become a Substack subscriber. And keep the real liberal media going and growing. This is what we do. We're in this together. I can't do it without you. I don't know why I would want to. What the hell, right? So we have a show every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Friday nights are longer show, 2-hour hanging out on Fridays. We've been doing that for a while. It's usually, pretty relaxed, as you can tell. And I just even turned down the music. Who cares, right? I used to care more about the music cues. Now I just cut it. Who cares? I cut it and keep the conversation flowing. I think that's better. Thank you, Jim. Good chat, good show. I appreciate that. And thank you, Andrea, for keeping us safe over on Discord. Why do I keep saying Discord? On Twitch. Yeah, Jody's amazing. And she'll be back, and I'll be on her show. That's great to hear. And we have to keep going. And we'll have more guests. Bella's getting guests, and Andrea helps. Thank you, Andrea. You are amazing. Thank you for all you do. Andrea, she's... Talk about someone who's really making a difference in the world. Andrea is working for Hal Sparks. You know, she's putting it together all day, working for liberal shows, for this show, for Stephanie Miller, for Hal Sparks, and in between being a nurse. I mean, that's a lot of work. I don't know. I get tired. Look at me. Look at my face. I'm exhausted. Poor Judy Garland, right? 47 years old. What an amazing talent. Mike Nellis would be a good guest. Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him on. Mike Nellis. He's on the list. He would be great. Yeah, no, he's awesome. I love him. He's great. All right, guys, let me see. Hold on. What time is it? Is the music playing and I don't even hear it? Oh, yeah, it is playing. What the hell? Did I stop the music? Yes, I think I stopped it at it. All right, anyway, yeah, the show is over. The show is over. All right, guys, listen, we have a show. I'm just looking at the calendar. Do I have a... Oh, no, I don't have... I can't announce it. We were supposed to have a guest next week. But soon we will have... Hal Sparks is coming back on the show. Other guests. I think... Who's coming on? Let me see. Who's coming on here? Boston Brian will be back. I can't believe it. All right, I can't announce anybody. We'll see. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. You know what to do. Subscribe to my Substack. That'll be great. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll help. Trying to get these numbers up. Hit the like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And remember, we will win. We will win. All right? How's it sounding? Is it too far from my face? You know why we will win? Because we're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Jody Hamilton, for all you do. And we stick together, we win. My name is Tara Devlin. And I will see you. I'll see you soon, all right? Subscribe to my Substack. You can see me every day. And other than that, I will see you on Tuesday at 1 p.m. And back here on Friday, all right? I'll see you soon.